Hi, friends. Good to see you. Midweek Connection. I know it's Thursday, a little late. Yesterday I had a lot of things going on, so I didn't get to this until today. But I wanted to share something with you I found from this little bulletin newsletter from Daily Bread. If you get the Daily Bread, you know what I'm talking about, a little devotional magazine that we get through the church and hand out. And by the way, when we get those, we usually set them out in the narthex where people can pick them up when they come to church. But guess what? People aren't coming to church right now. So if you want one, just let me know and we'll get it to you, okay? But on the back, I found this very interesting little article. It's called 6 Simple Ways to Transform Someone's Day. And I thought this was really, really great for both the Thanksgiving season that we're in and the Christmas season, which we're almost in. I think it's another 50 days or so, but it's getting close. So these are some things to think about. I'm going to share this with you and allow me to read this. It's actually starts with Matthew 22. In Matthew 22, Jesus was asked, "Teacher, what's the greatest commandment in the law?" And you know his response was, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, with all your mind." And Jesus described this as the first and greatest commandment. And then in the same breath, he described the second commandment as like the first, love your neighbors yourself. Well, here are 6 simple ways to love others and maybe turn their day around as we enter this Thanksgiving and Christmas season. I'm going to read these to you. Number 1, be sensitive to notice when someone comes to your mind. Pray for them at that moment. Ask God to show you how you can be a blessing to them. Send a card, handwritten note, or small gift to encourage them. Let your thoughtfulness speak for itself. That is a great one. How many times do we think of somebody and just kind of let the thought go by? But instead, just take the time to pray for them, to think about them, write them a card, whatever might come to mind. Number 2, if you've ever had a stranger in line ahead of you buy your coffee or pay your toll, I've never had the opportunity of enjoying that, but others have. I know it's great. It says, well, then you know the surprise and delight paying it forward brings. Now it's your turn. Let a random act of kindness bring a smile. I love that. A random act of kindness, just kind of doing what might be a surprise to others. Number 3, it might seem like a small gesture, but when you're in a conversation with someone, get this, put your phone down. During the conversation, stay 100% engaged, ask good questions, and speak less about yourself. Let the undivided attention show how much you care. Gosh, I can't emphasize that one enough. Just put the phone down, be engaged to the person, connect to the person, and listen well. Number 4, when your family is preparing dinner, double the ingredients. Why? Your family can surprise a friend or a neighbor who might need a little lift in spirit, and let your generosity say, we are here for you. I can think of 2 or 3 neighbors that I should do that for. Maybe we should be accountable to each other. You can call me up and say, did you do it? And I'll ask you the same question. It's a good one. Help a neighbor. We are here for you. Number 5, in our busy lives, it's hard to keep track of significant, at times very difficult dates in others' lives. Write these dates down and then make a point to reach out on the first anniversary and let your encouraging words strengthen others. How many times do we say to someone, oh, I'm really sorry, I feel sorry for you, or I hope God blesses you through this situation when someone has lost a loved one, or maybe has gone through a divorce, or maybe is an illness that they're still struggling with, and it's been a while. You know, those kind of dates and those kind of things that come to our minds, just reach out, give some encouraging words, and strengthen their faith and strengthen their spirit. Number 6, the final one. When your server brings your food to the table, let him or her know you're going to say a blessing and ask if there's something he would like prayer for. And leave a really good tip. Let your intentionality demonstrate that others matter. That's a good one too. And, you know, we can go to some places that have outdoor seating or even indoor seating in a limited capacity, and there are still people that wait on you. And wouldn't it be great to say, you know, I'd like to pray for you. What can I pray for you about? I had an older gentleman I went to lunch with, and he looked right at the waitress and he said, God has something that he wants me to tell you. And she said, what's that? And he said, Daddy loves you. and she was just overcome with that. I thought it was great. It was great for her. So these things are some great things for you to think about. Replay this, listen to it again, and try to put some of this in practice, and tell me if it worked for you. Tell me if it did, and I'm going to try to do the same thing. May God bless you, friends. Have a good week, and you take care of yourselves.